Well, good morning. For some, anyway. Not for me. People of Barstow really are a bunch of bastards. Yes, I don't care if you can hear me. Barstow people. I've had stuff stolen from my bike, including my gloves. I've got, as you know, I got a load of Krieger bags strapped to the back of it. So most stuff I bring in every night when I'm staying at a motel. There's one bag that's a real pain to get off because it's all tied down with my cargo net and stuff. So I leave it on there because all it's got in it is my sleeping bag, and I'm like, who's going to steal a used sleeping bag? It turns out the people of Barstow are stealing it. I can only assume, and I kind of hope this is the case, that it was stolen by a homeless person who really needs it, and are actually going to get some use from it rather than just fucking kids just ripping something off the bike and then it's probably thrown in a bush somewhere. But what's really annoying, if it is a homeless person, is that underneath the bag I'd hidden my gloves. And they're not useful to anyone other than another motorcyclist. They're perforated summer gloves. They're not like warm winter gloves. So, you know, why would anyone do that? Steal the motorcycle gloves. They're going to be no use to whoever this guy is. I can tell it wasn't actually a motorcyclist because they'd left all the straps for the Krieger bag, which is, you know, thank God that at least happened, because it meant I've been able to attach, using those straps, the other Krieger bag that I took in with me that had my clothes in it. I have another Krieger bag that was full of food for camping. Well, I can't camp now anyway, so I just threw the food out, and I had enough space in one of my hard panniers to put the empty bag. You know, I was riding along here because I thought there was a motorcycle dealership along here, but I think I must have gone too far. I have gone too far, so let's turn around and have another go at this thing. Somewhere along here on my right is a place that I think I can buy some new gloves. Anyway, so this has happened. Probably what, my sleeping bag, the Krieger bag, which I've lost now, and my gloves. This has probably cost me a good $500, I'm going to say. Yeah, okay, it's my own fault. I should have removed the bag. But like I say, you know, I kind of thought, who's going to steal another man's camping stuff? Well, now I know, I guess. There's plenty of people around. Well, there's at least people around in Barstow who do that sort of thing. So there you go. Definitely no more camping now on this trip, because I don't have a sleeping bag. I don't have any food. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, what we've missed out from doing this now is my plan for today was to detour from Route 66 and spend a day riding around roads in the mountains. But in order to have enough time to do that, I needed to leave first thing. Obviously haven't left first thing because I've had to wait for this motorcycle place to open up, if I can even find it. God, I hope it is a real place, not just a Apple Maps lying to me situation. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we were going to go up into the mountains, and it was going to be like an 8-hour day riding mountain roads. So I've had to change the itinerary now. I'm going to go do a little bit of mountain riding, but not as much as we were originally going to be doing. But it's not my fault. It's the bastards who stole my bloody gloves. Lesson learned, I guess, with soft luggage is you really do absolutely everything. You have to take it in with you every night. So that'd be a lesson to me, you know, before anyone who might watch this video leave a comment to say, oh, well, you really should have taken your luggage in with you. Oh yeah, it's alright, thanks. I've learned that now. I've come to that realisation on my own. And there you go. Like I say, it was a bloody expensive sleeping bag too. I do hope it wasn't just some... I'm sure it wasn't a motorcyclist, because they left me the Krieger straps, without which I really would have been completely screwed. So, and a motorcyclist would have known that they'd need those straps to make the bag work. So I don't think it was stolen by a motorcyclist for using the bag. I think it must have just been stolen by probably a homeless person wanting the sleeping bag, which then, like I say, why take the gloves? They're clearly not going to keep you warm. Don't see the point. Leave them on the bike, fine. Why take the Krieger bag for that matter? But I suppose it's a waterproof bag. I suppose that's useful to anyone. Yeah, you know, if it is taken by a homeless person, I'm just going to try and be charitable and think, well, you know what, maybe they did need it more than me. I can afford to stay in motels, as I've been proving along this whole trip. So, you know, I guess if it's a homeless person, they probably do need that sleeping bag more than me. So I hope that's what it is. I really, really hope it wasn't just bloody kids nicking it, then thinking, someone's used sleeping bag, don't need this, and just like chucking it in a hedge or something like that. That would be very irritating. But yeah, there you go. Now where is this cycle place? It's Catalina Avenue, something like that. Let's just hope it's like a decent place that's got a lot of stuff and I can get a decent pair of gloves. I mean, I really like these gloves because they were touchscreen gloves, so I could use my phone without taking my gloves off, which is really nice. Frankly, if they have a pair of the exact same gloves, I will buy them. But whether they do or not, who knows? That guy's not wearing gloves, he don't care. Aha! This is the place. Bastards Motorcycle Centre. How do I get in there though? Must be around the other side. I don't know, maybe that was it. Balls. Right, on we go. New gloves purchased. They had it's a huge warehouse. The guy was nice, but they had an extremely limited range of gloves. So really, it was a case of picking the only pair that fit. The speed and strength gloves. I've never bought anything from that brand before, so I don't know what they're like. They are vented. Yeah, I can feel some air coming in, but they're thicker than my last pair of gloves. They fit nice going on, but now that I'm wearing them on the bike, they do that annoying thing where they kind of bunch up. I had an old pair that did that, and they end up giving you blisters because they kind of bunch up and then rub against your hands. But well, anyway, there you go. On with the trip. Like I say, it's a lesson to me that when you've got soft luggage, you can't take any chances at all. You know, there's a big debate. Well, I say a big debate. There's a lot of debate online about whether, when you're travelling on a bike, you should use hard luggage or soft luggage. You know, there's advantages and disadvantages either way. One thing I will say is I had hard-locking saddlebags and nothing was taken from them, and I had a soft bag and it was gone. So, you know, that's that one. That's that debate. You know, there are lots of other advantages to soft bags, but I think if you get them, you do have to remove them from the bike every time you're going to be away from the bike for any length of time, and you know, that has its annoyances. So yeah. Here at a Carl's Jr. in Victorville, California, because I felt a sudden and alarming call of nature. Let's just say that. Hey, which reminds me, I didn't give you a food update. So last night I had like a massive chimichanga from a place called something, I can't remember the name now. I want to say Jenny's Mexican restaurant in Barstow, and it was very tasty when I was eating it, but I've got a slightly dicky tummy now, so I just pulled in at the first fast food restaurant I could find, and then I had a Coke because I always feel bad like just going into a restaurant and just pooing all over their bathroom. Well, not all over their bathroom, I mean in the toilet, but and not buying anything. So that's what I've been doing. That's delayed me again a little bit, but we're back on the road now. I've got almost a full tank of gas. I'm not hungry. Can't see any need to stop now again for another couple of hours. Just got to get past these lights. Come on, it's my turn. Oh, and another update. I had nothing stolen. while I was in Carl's Jr. So that's good. No additional thefts. Oh, I've forgotten I'm in California. Not that I need to right now, but what this means is I can filter through traffic like in any normal country. California is the only state that allows you to filter, which means I'm a big fan of it. Just been here, I think. I think probably what happened is my route took me on to a random Route 66 location. I think I've eaten at that In-N-Out burger before, you know. It looks familiar. I mean, they all look the same, but nonetheless. Because I was kind of around these parts when I did my my Pacific Coast Highway trip last year. So I think we're now visiting the high points of previous tours, including that particular In-N-Out burger. By the way, I'm getting an In-N-Out burger at some point while I'm in California. You can't come here and not have one. It'd be ridiculous. I appear to have made a terrible mistake. I've ended up in this contraflow, which means I can't take the exit I need to take in order to get onto the roads I want to be on. And I've got no idea how long this contraflow will last for. Could be 1,000,000 years. I mean, look at it. Might be right the way to LA. If it is, I might just say sod it and keep going. Okay, you know what? Sod it. I'm giving up on the mountains. Screw you, mountains. It's not happening today. What with the glove theft and now being in this contraflow, which as far as I'm aware can go right the way down to LA. I'm giving up. I'm giving up on it. I'm going to press on. I'm going to hook up back with Route 66 and I'm going to go through LA and I'm going to sit eating ice cream and drinking a cool beverage on the Santa Monica Pier. So that is what I'm doing. So sorry people who are expecting mountain roads, not happening today, but I'm sure it will happen again at some point. Maybe even tomorrow. Suppose what I can do, what with this being California, is filter down the middle. If this guy will give me a bit of room. God, I haven't done filtering in years. Ah, it feels good. This is the natural advantage to the motorcyclist, which most of America has stolen from us, but here in California People are sensible, and you can filter if you've got enough room to. This might be a tricky one. Maybe though. Thank you, Mr. Ford. I haven't done this in so long. So really, this should not be considered an instructional video for how to filter through traffic, because I am well out of practice with doing this, let me tell you. And back when I used to do it, I rode a bike that didn't have huge panniers stuck at the back, so it's a bit harder to gauge width these days. Come on, green pickup truck man. Why are you blocking my path? Like a meanie. Oh, whoa, what are you doing? Come on, thank you. So that guy is changing lanes. Don't know why. What's the point? Why change lanes? You're not going to go any faster. May as well just accept your lot in life. Maybe get a motorcycle. And there it is. You do have to be careful though. As I remember from back in the days when I did filtering, when gaps open up, cars often jump into them without looking where they're going. Thank you, buddy. I'm going across now. Oh yeah, this is the end of it. Still, that was fun filtering. You see, America, you see how easy and good and better for humanity that is. Just makes everyone's life better, but especially mine. God bless you, California, even though you steal my stuff. Well, here it is, baby. We're back on Route 66. Oh yeah. I may talk exclusively like a disc jockey from 1980s now. 1980s, 1960s. Or I might not. I don't know. Anyway, we're back on Route 66, and we are going to be on Route 66 the whole way to the Santa Monica Pier. Yes. We're on the home stretch. Just pulled over to plug, I've got like a little battery pack that I plug into my camera when it runs out of battery. So I just randomly pulled in doing that, and let me tell you, it is pretty toasty here in the Californian sun. 35 degrees Celsius is what my bike says. Don't know if that's accurate or not. Oh, it's nice though with the wind. Lovely. Yeah, oh, that feels so much nicer. Okay, we're still here on Route 66. This is still San Bernardino, I think. We got 75 miles until Santa Monica Pier. Which I'm probably not going to do on the amount of petrol I have, so I'm probably going to have to pull in and fill up again. This is what's really irritating about California, is that they've got this kind of weird, like, I don't know what it is, like evaporator thing on the petrol pumps. But, oh look, Wigwam Motel. Already seen one of them somewhere else on this trip. Yeah, which means you can't properly fill up, so my tank range is therefore lower here in California because I can't ever get a fully full tank. The other thing I've noticed about California is there are a lot of homeless people. Lots of people pushing shopping trolleys or shopping carts, depending on where you're from, that clearly their whole lives are in. So I suppose I shouldn't have been too surprised that my sleeping bag got nicked. Lesson learned about California. Public safety, zero tolerance. Where were you last night when my sleeping bag was being nicked, buddy? Is that actually a police car? It's got no lights. No, maybe it has lights on it. Oh yes, filtering is a really wondrous thing. The only problem with filtering is you do have to make sure you're quick off the line when the lights change. Otherwise people get really bloody pissed off, and rightly so. Forgot how much I used to like riding like this, being able to just cut through traffic. You just can't do it in America other than in California. It's so nice because on a bike, you know, you've got the acceleration to power away from traffic like that. So even if the lights change on you know, you got to do a little bit of forward planning. But even if the lights change on you when you're not expecting it, you've usually got the power to get away from it, you know? And you can really make good progress by doing that and using your acceleration. I mean, I'm not good at it. I mean, I'm not good at riding at all. But, see, like then, you know, the light changes, you're better off just hanging back, I think, anyway, because people are suddenly moving away, might be changing directions. It's a lot easier and safer to filter by traffic that's completely stopped. cars as well. You know, a lot of car drivers say, oh yeah, I hate motorbikes filtering down past me, but it helps everyone because if a motorbike is cutting through traffic, that means it's not sitting in traffic and taking up space. So, you know, if a motorcyclist gets down to the front and gets out of your way, he's doing you a favour as much as he's doing himself a favour. I suppose the only thing to be concerned about here in California is there's going to be a lot of people with some supremely powerful cars, you know, like supercars. They can be the bane of a motorcyclist's life when he's filtering through traffic, because they can sometimes get away faster than you can, and you rely on your ability to get away faster than the car next to you. So I've had that in London too. You know, there's a lot of seriously nice cars that can actually compete with a bike away from the line. So you know what's going to happen here? That one's already changed to green. I'm just going to hold fire. Yeah, you see? Sometimes I think it's not worth it. But you know, anyone who's watching this who is either lives in California or lives in a city in Europe and is like filtering to work every day, I'm sure you're watching this thinking, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, you know, I'm not professing that I do really, because A, you know, I'm fairly new to this anyway. B, it's been a long time since I've filtered through traffic. You know, I used to do it more, but very out of practice. And a lot of it, I think, does come down to you build up almost a sixth sense about it, when to go, when not to go, and when you're out of practice, you miss some of that. Now this one is going to change, but the line is long enough that I can probably still push in. Get away with it. Thing is, you know, in those sorts of situations as well, even if you're pushing into a car, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it takes someone pretty who's a pretty big arsehole to actually try to knock you off your bike because you cut in. I mean, I know it happens, but it's pretty rare, you know. So if you can rely on traffic to stay still for a period of time, you've got more kind of scope to do things. You know, it does keep you focused though, because you really do end up reading ahead and forward planning and thinking about your riding more than you normally do if you're just kind of like sat in traffic not doing anything. So I really don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, some people make the argument that it's dangerous, and I suppose there's some justification for thinking that. But on the other hand, if you're just sat in traffic, there's much more of a chance of you being rear-ended by someone who hasn't seen the traffic stopped. At least with doing this, to some extent you take your life into your own hands, because you make the decision on when to go, when to hold back. Like there, I wasn't confident with it, so I thought, let's just hold back. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to stop for some food. I think I'm going to say the next In-N-Out burger I see is going to be mine. That might be the plan. McDonald's, you're a poor substitute for In-N-Out burger. Why would anyone not eat at McDonald's in California where they have In-N-Out burger? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Unlike this filtering move, which makes perfect sense. I smell all kinds of fast food, but not In-N-Out burger. Foothill Drive-In Theatre. Said here wait. Did you see that? The road marking. Here wait. It's like the Yoda version of road markings. Here wait you must. That was a terrible Yoda impression, but I'm riding a motorcycle. You know, there's a certain amount of multitasking I can do. Riding a motorcycle and doing a Yoda impression at the same time is clearly one step too far. Where's In-N-Out burger? Where are you? This is California. They're normally everywhere. Oh, look down there. Kind of old street. There's not a lot of room here. Let's just wait back. Kind of little old street. Sort of place you might find an old In-N-Out, but no, probably not. Of course, everyone's got their windows down around here, which means as I'm talking to myself, well, as I'm talking to the video, everyone is going to be assuming that I'm crazy and talking to myself. I've gone mad. Okay, if anyone sees an In-N-Out burger, shout, right? Ow. I just thought my bike was in neutral and it wasn't. Ow. And so when I let out the clutch, it yanked my left arm, which was already deeply, deeply sore. And that was painful experience. Really ready for an In-N-Out burger now, but I don't know if I can bloody carry one from the counter with my broken arm. Come on, In-N-Out burger, where are you? I passed like 3 or 4 back there, back when I didn't want one. Typical. That's a nice sight there, the mountains. I think LA, not that this is like a suburb of LA, I think it would be a nice place to live. Could live here. It's a bit warm, not too bad, 30 degrees. There's one. Did you all shout out? Did you? Hope you did. You said you would. Yum, 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 yum. And then, once I've eaten in there, that's the road I want to be on. Lovely. That was a tasty burger. A nice double. That's the thing about California. The streets really are paved with In-N-Out burger locations. Same is not true of most of the rest of the world. Most of America even is deprived. Doesn't get to experience the joy of the In-N-Out double. Yes, I certainly filled a spot. And now it is only 33 miles until the end of Route 66. My GPS though says that's going to take me nearly 2 hours to do. I suspect that's because it's going to be through the middle of LA and dealing with all of that traffic. But hopefully if there are some filtering opportunities I can cut that down a bit. Because in any normal place, 33 miles, I'd be on the home stretch. Well, I am on the home stretch, really. I'd be even more on the home stretch. I think we're now in Pasadena, which is a place I've heard of. Don't know why, but I have. Which means it's a notable place. Yeah, it seems alright. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. Oh, that's some poor driving right there. Now for some poor motorcycle riding. Am I going to get a... We're going to get across unless I get a green arrow. I never wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Go on. Ugh. Well, that person sucks. They're right in the middle of the road now. Okay, this is Sunset Boulevard. We're on it. "17 miles now, which will apparently take an hour. And by the way, I am completely exhausted by now. I've loved this trip. It's been great. I mean, it's not everything's gone well. I mean, I had the theft today, which I'm still bitter about, but it's been a good trip. And in some ways, I'm sad it's over, but in others, I need a break. I need a break. Well, I'm actually going to get a break at the end of this. At the end of Route 66, because I'm still going to get back to Denver, but you know. So this is it. This is LA, Sunset Boulevard. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. There's a lot more going on from a traffic riding hazards to look out for point of view than on a lot of this trip. So if my narration is a little distracted in tone, it'll be because I'm a little distracted. Not really used to city riding these days. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, now we're on Santa Monica Boulevard, which one assumes is the road that we stay on for the rest of Route 66. What with it terminating on the Santa Monica Pier. Why is he signalling? He doesn't know he's signalling, does he? The fool. I'll show him. No, I won't show him. Look at the chickens, Polos asados. Oh my god. Piecing together her past, one tattoo at a time. Blind Spot, Mondays at 10 on MSNBC, is that? I don't know. That sounds like it's terrible. Don't watch it, that's my advice. Buddy, give me some room. Yeah, excellent. Making progress now. Come on, people. She was nice. She'd pull over and let me through, but she's not going to, is she? Why? Doesn't like motorcyclists, probably. You gonna move over, dear? Are you? No? That's right, filtering to victory. The other thing to say is that LA is much worse for traffic than Chicago is. Maybe some of the LA people should move to Chicago and balance out the traffic situation. I think it's the shopping area around here. Fashionable types like myself to buy some of my latest threads. That's what I'm going to be doing later. Seven miles. I suppose I could have filtered to the front then, but it'd do me a lot of good. 2.5 miles now. We are almost there, in geographical terms anyway. I don't know how long it's going to take. I can almost feel the cool ocean air, which is nice. Oh, I got one of those. Look at all the people who aren't wearing leather jackets and are thus very much enjoying the climate around here. The British store. The Oldie King's tea shop. No, the Oldie King's head shop. I'd rather have tea than heads. Won't be going there. God, you'd never normally do this, would you? You'd never choose to ride or drive to this sort of place. You'd drive or ride to somewhere on the outskirts and like take a bus in or something like that, wouldn't you? Here it is, Route 66, Santa Monica Visitor Center. There it is, west end of Route 66. I'm gonna pull into the pier, see if I can park somewhere. If I can't, I won't get out, I'll just keep going to my hotel. But otherwise, we've made it. All in all, because I had a day out, so I didn't really get going until Tuesday from Chicago. So I've done it in under 2 weeks, well under 2 weeks, about a week and a half. Week and a half to do Route 66, which, I mean, I'm not sure I'd recommend doing it that quickly. I think I probably should have done it over 3 weeks from Chicago to LA, but hey, I'm feeling quite proud of myself. I've made it in half of the time I'd recommend it takes someone to do it. I'm here. It's the Pacific Ocean over there. God, doesn't it look incredible? So finally, here we are, Santa Monica Pier. We've made it. Can't see any bikes anywhere. I'm just going to park over here, I think. This is it. I am going to look around. I'm going to take some pictures. Then I'm going to go to my hotel. And I will leave the videoing here. And we've done it. I made it. And it's very hot.